So hello my curious students, we will learn task 1 today. So here I'm gonna teach you that how to write the task 1 and what task 1 is. So guys, we all know that writing task 1 is an easy task for all of us because we all have to write only 150 words in 20 minutes. The task 1 can be bar graph, pie chart, line graph, map, diagram, flow chart, as well as life process. And guess what I'm missing? The last one is, what is the last one? And the last one is, yes, of course, table. Here are the 8 types of task 1, and after that you can see the task 1 in your paper that it will be given in 3 types. You can have only a single task, whether it can be a map, a bar graph, line chart, flow chart, diagram, table, or life process. Also you can have 2 types of different charts which we call blend chart. The first one we call single, and the third one is you will have 2 charts which will be same basically. Like you can have 2 bar graphs, 2 pie charts, 2 line graphs, 2 flow charts, 2 diagrams, and that is called double chart. Now what we know according to this presentation is that writing task 1 we need to write at least 150 words in it. We will have 20 minutes maximum to write task 1, and there are first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and 8th type, and these all types will be given as single, blend, double. What I mentioned about the single is that you will have only one chart which can be map, bar graph, pie chart, or any of the chart from these 8 types. As well as after this you can have 2 types of charts which will be different basically, like the first chart will be the bar graph, the second chart can be the pie chart, and vice versa. That will be called a blend chart. And after that the third type is called the double chart, in which both the charts will be basically same according to the structure, but the internal information will differ. I'm going to start with the introduction, overall, and the rest body paragraphs. I will define each and everything in this master class of IELTS. So keep watching this video throughout the end so that you can have the actual and appropriate knowledge. And if you want to do IELTS with me in my assistance, then you can call 99147895567, and you can also do me WhatsApp or message anytime. So guys, I am writing the task 1 of academic now. So first of all I will illustrate the introduction. I will illustrate the introduction according to the single, double and blend chart. You will get each and every information about the introduction of single, double and blend chart if you watch this video throughout the end. So let's begin with the single. So guys, I have written the word intro on the whiteboard, and all of you know that the introduction is the first part of writing any type of task 1. If you are going to write the single type first, then I am going to write the template about writing task 1 introduction of the single task. And here it begins. This given dash chart educates about the dash, and after that here in the end you will write the time period. Okay, in this I have written that this given dash chart educates about the dash, and after in the end eventually you will write the time period. Now I am going to give an example of it. So guys, here you can see that I have written this given bar graph educates about the consumption of various drinks in UK 2015. You can compare that template which I wrote in front of the introduction. Guys, in this example of introduction task 1 single, you can see that I have written this given bar graph educates about the consumption of various drinks in UK 2015. I gave you the template to write this introduction, where you can change the type of graph, the information, as well as the time period. You will need to change only these 3 elements if you want to write your own introduction of single task 1. And now I am going to write the double introduction of writing task 1. First I will give the template of that writing task 1 introduction, and after that I will give the example for that. So guys, I am going to write the double task 1 introduction. The template for this is a little bit same but a little bit different. So let's start. We will write these dash graphs or charts. You can write any of this, because in which you are suitable of writing, like if you are suitable of writing the graphs, then you can go with the graphs, and if you are suitable with the writing charts, then you can go with the charts. And these dash graphs educates about dash as well as dash, and in the last we will write the time period. Okay, this introduction is comprised of various elements like the type of graph, and after that the first information in the first blank before the as well as, and in the after of as well as, in that blank you will fill the second information. I am going to write a perfect example for this, so hold on in this video. So guys, I have given you the perfect example for writing introduction of task 1. These bar graphs educates about the consumption of various drinks in different 5 nations, as well as about the proportion of money spent on cold drinks by boys in Canada 2018. I assume that the double chart is bar graph. So I have written the bar graph, and after that the first information is this, and the second information is this. The time period is this. Okay, you can find the appropriate triggers for yourself to understand this topic, as well as the double task 1 introduction. I hope you all are understanding the tactics, tips and tricks of writing task 1 introduction. And now I am moving towards the last type of introduction, which is the Gantt chart, which we all know and crucial. So guys, I have written the introduction of Gantt chart. First of all, the introduction begins with this Gantt chart educates about the, and after that this blank denotes about the first information which we have. That information can be comprised of the Gantt chart, and after that we will write a comma, and after that comma we will write as well as. Yes, of course, you all know we will write as well as, because we are considering this Gantt chart a whole chart. We are not distributing it as per its information, but we are considering it a single task 1. That's why I am writing Gantt chart word in the commencing of that introduction. So I am going to speak that introduction again. This Gantt chart educates about the first information, comma, as well as the second information, and after that we will write the time period. So I am heading towards the example of final introduction task 1 Gantt chart. So let's begin. So guys, you can see that I have written the example for the Gantt chart of introduction. This Gantt chart educates about the water sources in throughout the world, as well as about the usage of water every year by human being. I have not written any of the time period in this task, as well as not any of the country, because I wanted to make it sure that you can attempt any of the introduction without the time period as well as the particular example of any of the task. Okay, so I am going to explain this introduction which I have written. Like, this Gantt chart educates about the water sources in throughout the world. From the word water sources throughout the world, it is our first information. Like, you can have a bar graph in which the water sources can be explained or will be explained, then you will write this line for that bar graph. Also, the second chart can be your line graph, and in that the usage of water you can have, which you will write. Therefore, the second one which I have underlined is the usage of water every year by the human being is our second information. So here the introductions of all the type of charts ends. I wanted to make sure that you can write these 3 types in each and every type of task 1. If you have any of the table chart, diagram, map or any of the thing, you can write the single if you have the single type, as well as with the Gantt chart and the double chart, these all things will be same. So guys, I think that I have given you the appropriate knowledge of writing any of the task 1 introduction. Now I am heading towards the result, that how to write the result. First of all, I want to make you sure that the basic structure of task 1 is intro in the first part. The second part you will write the overall. The third part will be your body paragraph 1, and in the last you will write the body paragraph 2. Also, some of the students write overall in the last. That is also correct, but I will prefer you to write the overall in the second part, because there are a lot of benefits of it and it can be fruitful for you if you wouldn't have much time left in your writing task 1 and 2 in the exam. So let's start how to write the overall. So students, if you are writing the overall, so the first thing is you should not write the phrase overall in the initiating time. You must write in an overview. You will write in an overview, comma, it is evident that okay, it is the starting phrase of writing any type of overall. I want to tell you one thing, that if you are writing any type of overall, the overall will be the same. Like if you are writing the overall for the single term, for the double chart as well as for the blend chart, the overall will be the exactly same thing in the 3 charts. Like you will commence each and every overall by this phrase, in an overview it is evident that, and after that you will write the higher proportion. What I am saying, that you will write each and every type of overall of task 1 by in an overview it is evident that, and after that you will elaborate the particular thing having the highest proportion, higher proportion, and after that you will elaborate the thing which will have the less proportion. Okay, these 2 things will be the master key for yourself, because if you will write the highest and the lowest proportion, higher or the less proportion, then you will have the opportunity of explaining the higher proportions in the first body paragraph and the less proportion in the second body paragraph. And also, please do not write any type of analytics in the overall, because overall is an overview of all the writing task 1, and in the overview you will not write any of the analytics. What is the meaning of analytics? Analytic means like if you are writing the proportions, means you are writing that the accountability of the boys was 51% and the girls were only the 49% of the total, then it is called the analytics and you are not going to write it. Okay, because all the analytics will be explained in the body paragraphs which will you write in the next to the overall. So first of all, it is the basic idea and the structure of the overall writing. I am going to write a perfect example of overall. I am going to write a perfect example of overall. So let's get started. So students, I have written the example of writing overall of any of the kind. So first of all, let's read it. In an overview, it is evident that tea was the drink among boys which had the maximum proportion in expenditure, while the lowest was in coffee by girls. So first of all, the maximum proportion was in tea by the boys. Okay, it is the highest proportion, and the lowest proportion I have written coffee by girls. By these 2 ideas, I have written my overview. You can follow this tactic for writing your any type of overview of task 1 of any kind, whether it is single, double or blend. it will work in each and every type of task 1. You will need to write the highest and the lowest proportions. It doesn't depend on the various type of task 2. All it needs is the total understanding, that how deeply you understand the topic. And now moving towards the basic structure of writing the body paragraphs, and after that, now we are heading towards writing the body paragraphs. After that, this video will be ended. So guys, we all know that there will be some BPs which you will write, and I am going to explain that BPs. So I am going to explain all of that BPs in the 2 types. Like first of all, you will write the BP1, and after that you will write the BP2. In the body paragraph 1, we all know that we should start any of the body paragraph by an appropriate starter, because if you are writing any of the body paragraph by a starter, at a fleeting glance, it can be seen in this dash chart, that this dash you will fill up by the type which you will have to write. Like at a fleeting glance, it can be seen in this bar graph chart, that not the chart, only the bar graph. At a fleeting glance, it can be seen in this bar graph, that, and after that you will write the higher percentage and the proportion. Okay, because you are going to write the first BP, so the starters will be to initiate, to commence. At a fleeting glance, it can be seen in this dash chart, that, and after that you will write each and every type of information which will be the higher information. All you need is to write about the percentage, that how to write and how to show that what type of percentage is given in this chart and how to highlight that percentage. You can write the percentage by the symbol of percent, by writing the percent, as well as you can write the proportions like 1/3, 2/3 and etc. You can write each and every type of calibrations here. And I would like to say that if you are writing or if you are showing the variation in the BP1 and BP2, then you will score higher bands, because most of the students always tell me that they had written a lot of things in the BP1 and BP2, and they always say that they were clear about the grammatical mistakes, that there were no grammatical mistakes, yet they only score 6.5 and 7 bands in the IELTS writing whole, and they always are clear about the less bands of writing task 1. And I always tell them that it is a possibility that you hadn't written the appropriate variation, because variation is the most thing which is needed, and it is must to write in BP1 and BP2. Because if you are writing any of the information by only one mean, one mode and one type, like if you are writing each and every information by dash is accounted at dash, dash is accounted at dash, dash is accounted at dash, then the whole band marks will be only 2 out of 3. You can never score 2.5 or 3. So by this mean, the BP1 is completed. So students, in the last thing which remain is our BP2. Okay. For writing the BP2, you will also need to write perfect starter, which can be apart from this in most of the cases. Because in most of the cases, if you write apart from this, then this starter will be your master key. And after writing apart from this, you can head towards your second type of task 1. Like if you are writing double chart as well as if you are writing a blend chart, then in the first BP you will explain the first type, and in the second you will explain the second type. Okay, if you are writing the double chart, in the BP1 you will explain the first type of information. If these both are bar graphs, then you will explain the first information or the first bar graph in the first BP, and in the second BP you will explain the second. If you are writing a single type, then you will explain the highers in the BP1 and the lowers in the BP2. So I am writing, if the type is single, then you will write highers in BP1, lowers in BP2. If the type is double, then you will explain the first type of information in BP1 and the second type of information in BP2. And if the type is blend chart, then you will explain the first type of task 1 in the BP1 and the second type of task 1 in the BP2. It is very crucial to distribute all the types and tasks as per the body paragraphs. If you are not doing it right, then you can never score the bands of cohesion and coherence. So here the class ends. If you are having any of the query and the question about writing task 1, then you can write your query in the comment section.
Join IELTS classes for 2,999 per month online and offline for your convenience, and call at the given number 99147 89567. You can call or WhatsApp anytime.